And welcome back to the start of something amazing and new. My first My Hero Academia What If. As I said, I did an entire video on why this What If's the What If I chose, so go and watch that if you want some clarification. To sum it up real quick, I didn't want to do just some random My Hero because the series is still going and I have to stop at some point and wait for it to catch up. So instead, a crossover actually made the most sense, and Pokemon made more sense than a lot of them because I can do a full beginning to end story in a Pokemon universe with My Hero and everything in there. Otherwise, quirks and stuff like that, I explained what I'm doing in that first video, Chapter 0 as it was. But let us get into this. So, our story begins in the Hero region. Now, it's not spelled Hero, H-E-R-O, it's spelled more H-I-R-O-W, Hero. Hero region. A very vastly populated region with many different environments, cultures. I mean, each region has its own culture, but you know what I mean. Environments. And you run the gambit here. And our story actually begins in, and I gave these towns names. Give me 1 second here. Where's my names? I know they're here. There we go. Small town of New Leaf Town. All these towns have like a new, like a early budding town kind of, like a new leaf, a little root, all that kind of stuff. Pallet's probably one that doesn't count. It's wood. Particularly though, New Leaf's interesting that there are actually a bunch of small subsequent towns, kind of like little suburban areas, if you will, like in the hillside. But then there's one major town, too small to be a city, but bigger than your average town, where basically everyone kind of goes to, fraternize, fraternize, go to work, that kind of thing, most of the time. And that is where we find our main antagonist, Izuku Midoriya, or Deku as he's called by Bakugo. And Deku is very similar to how he is in his original state in the actual series. He's kind of he is a bit of a coward, but he also has a bit of a spine. He's nowhere near as cowardly in this version, though, for a very specific reason that we're dealing with Pokemon and not quirks. Bakugo can bully him, but he can only bully him so far before Izuku actually decides to maybe throw a punch back. And that has happened a few times in this version where Bakugo is not afraid to kick his ass. He still kicks Midoriya's ass, but that's not to say Midoriya doesn't try to fight back. In this though, we get to class where the teacher just is giving a lecture, saying, "So I'm guessing you're all trying to pick your profession. Who am I kidding? You want to be Pokemon trainers, right? Yeah, Pokemon trainers! Woo! Well, given all your family's backgrounds, you'll probably have a good head start. Oh, and you, Midoriya, you want to become a trainer, don't you? Midoriya, yeah, I kind of do. Everyone's laughing. Oh, but please, don't. You really think you could become a trainer? Bakugo's just sitting there mocking him. You've been like this ever since you were a kid. Yeah, sure, the talentless can try to become trainers, but only if you got a good lineage and background in this form in the career can you really ever truly excel like me. I'm not going to be the best Pokemon trainer. I'm going to be every gym leader, every trainer that comes before me. Then I'm going to ultimately be almighty and become the champion of the Hero region. And there's nothing any of you extras can do to stop me. Yeah, well, you want to go toe-to-toe? Who wants to take me on? So just do what you want, Deku, but know this, you'll never be as impressive as I am. Deku, unfortunately, just has come to be like, he's wrong. I'm going to completely be the best trainer. Not completely. I'm definitely going to be the best trainer I can be. Deku, now, in this world, anyone can become a trainer, technically speaking, as long as you can get a Pokemon and try to go and perform the gym challenges. But it does help if your family has had a career with Pokemon before. Deku, like Ida's family, for instance, they come from a long line of kind of Pokemon policemen, if you will. They're kind of not exactly like the Jays, where they're all clones of each other, but still, the Ida Force are Pokemon police in this universe. So they have partner Pokemon, and they go and help stop crimes. Bakugo's family, they're just really well off. His father has a Torkoal, and it's kind of like the fact that he can create a kind of what's the best term? I'm trying to remember what his dad's quirk actually is. It kind of is similar to Bakugo's quirk is interesting because it's a combination of both his mom's sweating nitroglycerin quirk and his dad's quirk, which is it can cause explosion. It just takes a bit more effort on his part to do it. And Bakugo got the best of both worlds, where he creates a nitroglycerin sweat, which is flammable. Again, in the original series. Whereas, his mom instead has and what did I give her? Oh, a Gardevoir. That's a beautiful Pokemon. So, and, he's just, and they have great jobs. They utilize their Pokemon in work. So Bakugo's been given the silver spoon in his mouth his whole life. Now, he doesn't have a partner yet, but he says he's going to have, the best luck out there in the field, out in the world. Deku doesn't believe it. Deku believes anyone can be a trainer. And again, that's true. Anyone can be a trainer, but it does take a lot of heart and effort to succeed in training. So, Deku's leaving school, but Bakugo, like in the original, shows up. And we're not done yet, dweeb. It's like, look, and again, it's a blend of the original with a bit more of a backbone in the spine. Like, look, Kajen, can we just not? All right, you're going to be a great trainer, and that's fine. But why can't I just try, huh? And say, you're right. I can't stop you from trying. I can't even stop you from feeling, which you will. And he just kind of does that thing where he kind of puts his hand on his shoulder, or in this case on his head. Kind of just puts that. And you're right. I can't stop you from trying, and I definitely won't stop you from feeling, which you will do, because you just don't have any talent with Pokemon. That's not true. I've just never been able to really get to know one or anything like that. I mean, my mom's, oh crap. I of all the shit I did for this, what if I completely forgot to give his mom a Pokemon? Because I imagine she would have a Pokemon that represents her little quirk. I imagine it'd probably be a psychic Pokemon. Amuna. You know what? Amuna fits perfectly for her, because his mom gained weight, so she's a little on the round side. But yeah, it's this very nice floral-looking Pokemon. It looks like a Pokemon like a housewife might. I believe Muna completely. So Muna. So yeah, the only Pokemon I've ever interacted with is my mom's Muna, and it likes me. Yeah, but that's because it's your mom's Pokemon. Your mom's Pokemon. Your mom loves you, therefore it has to love you. You never had to develop a bond with it. Just wait till you actually get a Pokemon to try to bond with, and he just walks off, just belittling him. Yeah, you just wait. You're gonna see just how difficult it really is, loser. Deku he's nearly on the verge of this. Deku doesn't cry, by the way. At least he doesn't do those fire. But yeah, it's hurtful what he's saying. What Bakugo is saying, absolutely it is. But still, he goes home, and he's wrong. Tomorrow. This weekend's going to be the weekend I get my Pokemon. The Professor Torino is going to, give all the students who manage to pass their tests. Because I think there is a measurement for having to qualify to be a trainer. That's what school actually in this town is for. And other places do. There are other places who do that too. But specifically here, you got to get certain grades and qualify to be a trainer. And luckily, Deku realized, yeah, I passed. So I get to at least try to become a trainer. So, he does, he gets home, and I believe it's Inuko? Is that his mom's name? It's like I-N-K, it's not quite Deku's mom. Hold on. Deku's mom. I'm sorry, I've been really prepared for this, and now I'm just coming across things that I didn't count on. Who is Deku's mom? Okay, hold on. Inko Midoriya. Okay. I knew it was I-N-K-O something. Yeah, I knew it. Okay. Anyway, so Inko's like, "Oh, honey, how are you?" It's like, "Moon." And after what Bakugo said, he does kind of look at Moon, but Moon is just looking at him and kind of just rubs him. He's like, "Moon," and it's like, "Hi, Moona, Moon." And it's like, and Bakugo's like, "No, Bakugo's wrong. Moona likes me for me." And Moona probably looked at him as a baby, for God's sake. So it's like, no, he's got a really good bond with Moona. And it's like, "Oh, honey, you look so down." He relays to her what Bakugo said. He's like, "Honey." It's like, "Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. If your dad were here, I'm sure he'd know something better to say. I want you to never lose faith in who you are. It's the best advice I can give as a mom. I'm sorry." I was like, "Mom, you've been so good since." Yeah, sorry, got a piece of hair in my mouth. And since Dad left, and it's like, "It's fine." And it said that his dad's working overseas, but we never actually know. We don't know for certain what's going on with his dad. In this case, he probably went on a Pokemon journey, just like Ash's dad did and never came back. So, there you go. But yeah, don't worry. Tomorrow's the day, and yeah, it's the weekend, so count it Friday, Saturday. Tomorrow's the day you're going to get your Pokemon from Professor Torino, right? It's like, that's right. Well, just remember to go to bed early and, set your alarm. Right. And he's like, yeah, okay, I'm going to do this. And, he sets the alarm clock and goes to sleep. Unfortunately, like Ash, I could see him being so excited that he kind of just, yeah. By the way, how unfortunate, just to go to Ash real quick, how unfortunate that was for Ash, because Ash was ready to get up and get his Pokemon. The only reason he didn't is because he moved in his sleep and threw his clock like a Pokeball. Like, how legitimate unlucky that was for Ash. I don't know. Yeah, like, technically it was his fault, but, I mean, did he have a history of doing that in sleep? Maybe he shouldn't have left the clock right near him if he had a history of that. I don't know. Anyway, I think Izuku does do that. He does still end up breaking the clock or something like that. And he's like, what? It's like, why did my alarm clock wake me? It's like, oh, man, I feel so rested. Well, it feels later than it should be. He looks at the clock. What happened to my clock? No, I'm late. He gets clothes on. I don't think he's going to be like Ash and just completely, just go out in his PJs. Like, no, I'm late, oh God, I'm late, no. It's like, oh, sweet mother of Arceus. By the way, there's no specific lore to this region. Like, if I had made it a completely new dex, which in theory, I actually do have a bunch of fan-made Pokemon in a sketchbook somewhere I could have theoretically used. But if I had done that, I don't... we'd be having a very different story. And maybe at some point I'll do a what if with a fan-made region and all that. But we're on this region. And we're on this story. So he gets there and he sees a bunch of kids walking away from Torino's lab, it's set up like Oak's lab, basically. By the way, I did vaguely show the region I made in the first video. You won't be seeing a full picture of it because I couldn't get it registered, or I couldn't put it to screen properly, unfortunately. Plus, it's just a sketch, so it wouldn't look that good. But I'll still give you the best detail I can. It's honestly, this town, by the way, is kind of enclosed by a bit of a mountain and forest range, so it is a little separated from the rest of the region. So, I mean, there's paths you can go through, but you can also go through the mountain. Anyway, Izuku's looking around like, oh God, am I late? It's like, oh, what's wrong? Oh, it's just what I thought. Like, oh, once a loser, always a loser. It's like, Bakugo. It's like, oh, am I late or any Pokemon late? Please, you really think you'll be able to become a trainer if you can't even be on time? You couldn't even get your prime pick. I wouldn't be able to get your prime pick. Me, on the other hand, throws a Pokeball up. I got the exact one I wanted. But it's not too late. Maybe he's got some. You're still just a newbie. You always will be. Oh, shut up, you jerk! And it's like, oh, you want to go? It's like, yeah, that's enough, you two. Break it up. And out steps this old man. Now, I couldn't find a colored image of him like this, but I imagine he could look like he does in his civilian clothes. Honestly, this is basically him, Torino, in his civilian clothes. I think it's the best look for a professor I could find for him, without trying to really go in and make him look like a professor. And then I have to color him in, and quite frankly, that would have been too much work. Don't get me wrong. I'm putting a lot more effort in this, obviously, than I did the previous ones, just because this is a very special kind of new thing. Crossovers and whatnot, the detail has to be pretty good. But, coloring in this, I'm like, I'm going to mess that up. I guarantee it. But anyway, out steps Torino, very short man with a cane, but a very stern attitude. And, yeah, he's like, break it up, you two, break it up. You must be Izuku Midoriya. It said you had qualified. You had qualified for for your Pokemon license from the school. Is that correct? Yep. Yeah. Is there anything left? Come along. Well, let's have a conversation. Say, later, loser. See you on the road. Yeah, right. Because Bakugo knows the unfortunate truth that Midoriya is going to find. I was like, okay, so he goes to say, we had a total of eight Pokemon available. Remember, even the ones who pass don't always become trainers. And say, okay, so I'll choose this one. Say, unfortunately, no. And this one? With this one? Wait, you're telling me? I'm afraid you slept in a little too long, kid. He's just like, there aren't any left. Like, no, there's got to be one left. No, I'm afraid not, boy. You'll better luck next year. And Torino's just kind of off to do his own work. It's like, oh man, and they just look at it and say, no, this can't be. I mean, can't I just maybe take a Pokeball and catch one on my own? And then Torino just looks like, well, you could do that, but without a partner, it's going to be exceedingly difficult to actually catch something without weakening it. I mean, I could still do that, right? I could still get some Pokeballs. I mean, you give out Pokeballs to the trainers, of course, but they have a Pokemon they can use to fight with. Are you sure you want to go that route? I want to be a trainer. I don't want to wait any longer. I can't be the laughing stock of my friend. I'm going to be a great trainer. I'm going to be just like All Might. I'm going to be the best that ever was. Because it kind of matches a little bit. And Torino looks and is like, no, I swear, no matter what Pokemon I catch, it could be the rarest Pokemon on Earth, it could be the most common Pokemon on Earth. I will catch it, I will make it my partner, and we will go, and we will become the greatest together, no matter what. And Torino just looking and say, there's a lot of Toshinori in him. Very well. And he goes in and gets Pokedex. It's like, first off, your Pokedex. You're going to need this. It helps identify them. By the way, it does make no sense in the game. Like, I need you to fill out the Pokedex. Aren't you supposed to be the leading professor in the world in this stuff? How come you need me to fill this out for you? I need you to fill it out because I've left all the data in my other pens. So, by the way, are you a boy or a girl? I'm literally standing right in front of you. Not answering the question. So I was like, take this. You set catalog all the Pokemon, and it already has information on all the Pokemon in the region, so you'll know which ones to avoid if you need to. Normally, I give out 5 Pokeballs, as a standard team is 6. However, given the fact that you don't have a partner, I'm willing to be a little lenient. Here's a dozen Pokeballs. Trust me, you're probably going to be if you're lucky, you might be able to go through 1 or 2 or 3 of them before you actually catch one. But it should at least give you a bit of an edge in catching one. It's like, thanks, Professor. Don't thank me yet. Your troubles are. This is all the easy part. The hard part's going to be actually catching one. My advice: go to the Upper West Side Forest near the waterfall. The Pokemon there are usually good for training practice for young trainers. They're usually weak enough that you can beat them no problem. And might even be able to catch them without actually battling them. Thanks, Professor. Trio. Now get out of here. You get out of here, you newbie. I got work to do. And then, Deku heads out. Meanwhile, but he softens and gives the kiss. The young, they're so impetuous. Just like you were, Toshinori. Meanwhile, and did I write down crap? I know I wrote down his team, because Torino has Pokemon too. Crap. Because I wrote it in one book, it got sloppy, so I wrote it in another book. I know I gave him more. I know, crud, it's bothering me now what his team. I think I remember one of them, and I'll change it once I get the information again, if I have to change it. As in, a Passimian comes along. I chose a Passimian for him because, honestly, he's good at hand-to-hand combat and excels at it, and I wanted a fighting type to represent that. Plus, the idea that he's kind of a monkey, and he's kind of short like you. I just like the idea of a Passimian. Oh, Passimian. I see you brought the tea. Passimian. And, yeah. Well, let's take a break, shall we? And then, they sit down and have tea, him and his Pokemon. So, Deku goes to his mom, tells his mom everything. He's like, oh, I'm so happy for you. What's your Pokemon like? He's like, I haven't actually gotten a Pokemon yet. What? And she explains that he oversays, oh, I'm sorry. But Professor Torino gave me great advice. He said that I can maybe catch a Pokemon in the forest. Oh dear. Oh, okay, just, are you sure about this? Be careful on it. You could take Muna with you. He's like, no, Mom, I got to do this on my own. Oh, my baby's growing up. So she helps pack some things and, good to go. So Deku goes up into the forest. Now, the forest, again, it's up on a mountain. It's pretty thick. It's not super thick, but it's thick enough that, you got to be careful. There's a waterfall that runs through it and then a river. Deku is doing some. He's finding a bunch of low-fathered Pokemon, but he just he misses the throw, or they just aren't going in. My wondering is why, if a Pokeball, doesn't catch a Pokemon, is it unusable? Is it like coding or something like that? I mean, in the game it says the Pokeball broke, so you basically broke it. Then in that case, why aren't there a bunch of broken Pokeballs scattered all everywhere? Anyway, so it's like, even like low-level fire, like Caterpies and Pidgeys, or like a Rattata, He even comes across a zigzag at one point. He just can't get them. He's gone through half his spells. Like, oh man, this is hopeless. It's like, no, I can't give up. I know I can find one. All of a sudden, here's this rustling in a bit of a clearing in the forest. He looks and he sees these sparrow, just just hovering around this one little hovering around this area. Kind of attacks. Like, what is it, sparrow? Oh god, man, they're not happy. I mean, what are they doing? Wait, there's something. They're attacking something. Is that a Pokemon? And in this basically little circle, he sees this little white and red Pokemon, and he pulls up a Pokedex. And to do my best Dexter voice, Larvesta, it protects itself with flames. Long years. Wow, I'm reading this verbatim from the Ultra Moon Pokedex, by the way. That's terrible. That's terrible wording. You could say many years ago instead of long years ago. But it protects itself with flames. Long years ago, people believed Larvesta had a nest in the sun. Now, I'll explain Larvesta why I chose this in a little bit for Deku. I might go back from Midoriya to Deku, but it's the same character. We know that. It's a Larvesta. Whoa, those are really rare. Why is there a Larvesta in the forest? Aren't they fire Pokemon? Oh man! And he sees the Larvesta is being attacked, and this isn't good. Like the Larvesta's not just getting ganged up on. Larvesta's getting the crap kicked out of it, and it looks like he could really be in trouble. And say, no, I gotta help him. I could try to catch it, but it doesn't seem right. I mean, it's too weak and injured. I mean, because here's the thing. Yeah, it's weak and injured, and Deku could catch it, but that's kind of like a dirty way. I mean, Deku's at least just trying to catch something by throwing a ball. This is kind of a dirty way of going about it, and Deku knows that. But at the same time, I gotta help him. And he gets out of six. Hey, get out of the way, you stupid sparrow! Spare! The sparrow just disperses for a moment. Oh man, are you okay? I don't know what a Larvesta stands. I didn't watch a lot of the Pokemon anime past the Hoenn region, just because I kind of grew out of the anime. I mean, once in a while I've seen episodes that are like okay, but still, I grew out of the anime at that point. Still play the games obviously, but I grew out of the anime. Plus, they changed the voice actor for Ash, which I was never that keen on. But Larvesta, Larvesta, it's okay, I got you, Larvesta's struggling. He's not comfortable with. I mean, he was being attacked, but he's like, and then all of a sudden he hears a spare, and all of a sudden the sparrows are sitting in the trees, like the birds, he's like, oh god, it's like, hold on, I'll get you out of here, and the sparrow attack, and the sparrow attack coming at them, just sparrow. It's like, no, I got you. I'm not gonna let anything at you. And Larvesta can see that he still wants to get out of there, but the sparrow starts swooping in because Deku really can't outrun Sparrow. Unfortunately. So, he is now just, think words here, Brent. He's just running for his life. And, the sparrows are coming in, they're swooping in, and they're dive bombing. No, I won't let you hurt this. And Larvesta stops struggling, and he can see that Deku's really trying to protect him, unlike the last person, which we'll get to. Unlike the last person, it's like, no, this guy's trying to protect me. But why? He's like, no, don't worry, I'm not going to let her. And then he pulls out his back, which is, they're swinging. He actually just clobber a couple of them. He's like, get away, spare! It's like, and then he starts getting pecked on. No, don't worry, I'm not going to let him hurt you. And it's like, all right. And then all of a sudden he can see that the sparrow are all ganging up, really just ganging, like, no, and he just kind of just holds, and Deku's starting to hurt too, just, and it's like, no, and then and Larvesta's now like, got to make a choice, like, what do I do? And then Larvesta just looks at Deku one more time, and then Deku's like, Larvesta! Oop, wrong one. Darn it, I'm messing this up now. Where are you? Oh, no. Oh, there it is. Whew. And now I gotta fix that real quick. There we go. And then Larvesta! As suddenly Deku hears something coming from Larvesta and feels heat, sees Ember coming off Larvesta as he's starting to tag a bunch of the Sparrow that luckily converged at one point, so they're all getting a bit of the Ember there a little bit. Larvesta! It's like, Larvesta, wow, you can use Ember? Oh, it's awesome! Yar! It's like, all right. It's like, come on. It's like, but we can do this together. Lar. And Larvesta nods. Like, all right. And now Deku's smarts come in. It's like, when one gets, we can't, they're going to be able to dodge from a distance. Wait till they get in close and start tagging them. Lar. And as each one of them starts dive-bombing, Larvesta starts hitting him in the face. Unfortunately, there's a lot of them. And there's not, and ultimately, it's coming down to the fact that they just don't have, Larvesta's too tired. Granted, with enough, Ember has a total of, 40 hits? No, sorry, 25 hits. Still, 25 hits is a lot. But still, with the amount of Sparrow coming, there's only so much. He's not knocking them all out either. Granted, he's probably knocking a couple out, guaranteed. But he's not knocking them all out. But Deku can actually see over the hill the town up ahead. The town of, what did I name this one? Wellgrove Town. Wellgrove Town, which is pretty much just kind of like your standard second stage town where you go. I mean, it does have like a nice little arch. It's a very basic town with Pokemon. You can see the Pokemon there. It's like, we can make it. All of a sudden, he can see the coming. It's like, Larvesta, it's like, I got you. And all of a sudden, they hear the swoosh of something. Now, I forgot to add this image in, but all they see, but honestly, I'm not going to, because all they see is another large bird-like figure. Only this one is larger, and it's not going for them. It's going for the Sparrow. And it starts to it just starts systematically just taking them all out, one by one. Or one by one, several at a time sometimes. He's just blitzing them. And it's like, what was that? Doesn't matter. All right, we're here. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're going to get you to safety, Larvesta. Larvesta. And the Larvesta kind of just passes out. It's like, Larvesta, don't worry. We're going to get you. We're going to get some help. We're going to get you some help. And then finally he goes into the Pokemon Center. I need some help for this, my Pokemon. Who are you, dearie? Obviously, Recovery Girl would be the Nurse Joy of this world. And he looks, and she looks at him and goes, oh, dearie, oh dear, how dare you? You should know better to let your Pokemon get this tired and this hurt in battle. Smooch him, quick! We must get this Pokemon to medical aid. Mr. Medical Aid, I chose to smooch him for obvious freaking reasons instead of a chance because smooch, seriously, it makes the most sense. And smooch him, smooch, and there's a bunch of smooch him there, and they get Larvesta in there, and Deku's looking at. After it's all said, Deku goes in to see that Larvesta is sleeping. And they, well, surprisingly, Larvesta was very tired and had a couple of moderately improvised injuries, but he'll be okay. You should know better, young man, than to treat your Pokemon like this. And then Deku was like, no, that's not what happened. I found this Larvesta. You found it? And then I'm bringing this up because first off, Deku would explain it. And I never liked that Nurse Joy for just blaming Ash without actually hearing what happened. That always pissed me off. Like, she made a judgment call. It's like, what's done is done. It's like, yeah, but now you hate this kid for something he didn't do. Like, what the hell, lady? No, I feel like, first off, she's an older woman, so she's a bit more patient. And B, Deku explains that he explains that he found the Larvesta being attacked by Sparrow. And, he rescued, and then they attacked him. They almost didn't make it, but they were saved by another flying Pokemon he didn't get a chance to see. I was like, oh dear, forgive me then. Forgive me for blaming you for the trouble. You did the right thing. You're a good person for what you did. Unlike some others, like that Larvesta's poor trainer, or that poor Larvesta's trainer. It's like, well, wait, what trainer that belonged to someone? Not anymore, it didn't. You're aware of the Pokemon Volcarona, correct? It's like, of course, Volcarona are amazing. The evolution of Larvesta, they're amazing, beautiful, and powerful. It's like, oh, indeed. According to legends, they say it hatched from a flaming cocoon to save people, Pokemon that were suffering from the cold. It's like, I know, there's so many great. That's from Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, or at least Ultra Moon. And say, many people revere this Pokemon Volcarona, and oftentimes try to obtain it. Often want to retain it. However, Larvesta are not a common Pokemon in their own right. And once they find out how long it takes to actually raise and grow a Volcarona, many trainers young trainers wish to put in the effort, unfortunately, and so they abandon them. It's a shame, really. It's like, that's terrible. So then, what will you be doing, young lad? So I take it you're a trainer then, young lad. Oh, kind of. It's like, oh. And then he explains, like, I see. Oh, that's quite the predicament you have in. But It seems you may have found yourself a partner after all. And then all of a sudden, they see the Volcarona starting, or Volcarona, they see Larvesta starting, Lar? Lar's like, oh, Larvesta, are you okay? Lar. And he's like, yes, trust me. My healing techniques are second to none in most regions. What may take a day usually only takes a few hours. You should be good as new. Here, have a candy, Larvesta. No, not a rare candy. But here, have a candy. Larvesta. Lar. He takes it. Or have an orangeberry. It'll gain your strength, and it's delicious. Lar. They're like, oh man, I'm really glad you're okay, Larvesta. Larvesta. Lar. Larvesta, it's like, now all of ours is looking at us like, son, it's like this awkward thing. We're just like, the truth be told, I probably could have easily kept you out of harm's way if I just put you in a Pokeball, but then I would have caught you, and that didn't seem right at the time. You were injured, and I didn't even battle you to try to catch you. It just didn't seem like the proper thing to do. Larvesta, but I want to offer you the chance. I want to offer you a chance to be your trainer and to do right by you. Lar. I promise. I believe in you. I believe. I want to ban you just because just because I'm impatient. Trust me. Together we'll become great and the best trainers around, or best trainer in Pokemon around. And one day I guarantee you will evolve into a Volcarona. You'll show everyone who doubted you what's it. It's like, and besides, it's like we kind of saved each other. At the very least, even if you don't want to come along, we can still be friends. And then all of a sudden, Larvesta kind of just plops on the guy. And then Deku crawls up Deku's arms, crawls up on his shoulder, starts to nose it. Yar! It's like, you want to be my Pokemon? Larvesta! It's like, all right, yeah! I guess I call it. I guess we should make it official. Lar! And then he just pops in, boop, doom, and then there you go. Deku's first Pokemon is a Larvesta. Now, to end off this chapter, Chapter 1, why did I choose Larvesta as his starter Pokemon? The thing is, I wanted Deku's starter Pokemon, because I've seen a couple videos and, fan stuff that kind of make fan teams for characters, particularly like the My Hero characters. I'm trying to remember. There's a really fun YouTuber who did that. But I wanted it to really be something unique, and Larvesta came to mind because first off, he's got that just mess of hair just like Deku does, which I think is adorable. But also, One for All is always described as like a burning flame inside you, and it can just grow, and especially when we see it, especially in All Might's fight with All for One. And I like the idea that this little Pokemon is the beginning burning ember of One for All in Deku, and eventually it will explode into the true power of Volcarona. I think that is a cool idea for Deku, and to represent Deku and to represent his first Pokemon. So that is the end of Chapter 1 of My Hero Pokemon crossover. Trust me, this one's going to go on. You would think some of the other ones go on. I'm only on Chapter 21 right now, and I'm only about halfway done with the story. So we ain't done nothing yet. This one's going to be going on for a while. I hope you enjoyed. This was you can see I did a lot more with like some images and stuff like that in this one. Let me know, A, if you enjoyed this video. B, if you like me using more images like that in the story. I'm going to imagine a lot of people are. But if you like that and want me to use more images and other what ifs as well. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I really do. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. I am re-recording my what if for tomorrow and my other video for tomorrow because I have plans tomorrow. We're going to Albany, New York, to get some furniture for a friend. Until then, though, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.